I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm one of those cute gamer girls that streams on Twitch. That's not me. But I do enjoy some games. And while the Fallout games aren't for me, I absolutely love the Fallout TV show. I've been waiting for Season 2 to come out. I figured a Vault 33 model would be a fun thing to make while I waited. I wasn't planning to make a video out of this since it's a smaller and simpler diorama, but then I thought, diorama minis might be a fun thing to add to my channel here. So I hit record and, well, you can guess how this goes. I'm not an expert at 3D modeling yet, so I asked him to make a Vault 33 entrance model for me to my specs. Check the description below. I'll put a link to the 3D printable model up over there for free if anyone wants to make it their own. I printed his model in resin and set it up for fairly easy support removal, but those supports still need to be removed, so let's get that out of the way. Meh, enough of that. And here is the ready to paint model. I then mixed up some sculpt mold, smeared it all over the base, as this will become the sandy desert floor that is the wasteland. Ooh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Here you go. A little sanding to clean up the edges, and then on to primer, which I did off camera. Now we can start layering on some color. I am painting a sand base color on the ground, which will be covered later, but this way if anything doesn't get covered, you'll see a sand color and not a green primer. Then a medium gray for the concrete structure and the metal doors for a base coat. The door also gets mostly covered in a gunmetal color, as you can see here. I'm doing a bit of dry brush in the recessed areas. Next up, we need some of that signature Vault yellow, which I color matched to the Vault text yellow, so it matches perfectly. Or maybe I just used whatever yellow I happen to have on hand. The nice part about a distressed model is that you don't need a perfect paint job. Quite the opposite, actually. So the yellow doesn't need to cover the surface fully. Once that has dried, I do a bit of a rust wash over it. I used a watered down brown here and just went over some of the yellow. It's all about randomness and layers of color. You still have to color within the lines, you just don't need full coverage. Looking better, but still too clean. Let me dab on a bit more of that rust wash with a sponge. Ooh, yeah, that's getting better.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I need to get back to painting the sand color on the rest of the ground. My next batch of 3D prints just finished. These are some skeletons I found online, because it's not Fallout without death and decay everywhere. I also printed some extra bits of things for random junk. I have some old airplane seats and luggage I made for my Lost TV show build. You saw that, right? Of course you didn't! It's the one that comes out after this video, so subscribe for that one. The nice thing about modeling debris is that anything can be debris. Anything. I have some resin supports I'll just throw in there. I even stole some HO scale railings from his Magic Kingdom Firehouse diorama. Shh, don't tell him. Remember those skeletons I mentioned? Here I am testing out how they will look if I coat them in glue and dip them in my sand, which is actually just beige colored tile grout. It actually looks really cool. Not that you can see it in this blurry shot. Yeah, I am trying to get better. Next, it's the old trick of a little IPA spritz and some scenic glue, which is just watered down PVA glue. I eyedropper that onto the ground, then sprinkle my grout on. Boom! Instant desert floor, or even a sandy beach if you're making a lost crash site. I did most of this outside off camera because it's messy, so this is just some touch-up sand placement going on here. Now I have to glue a bunch of debris bits, skeletons, railings, and other bits to the diorama with some CA glue. It's fiddly tweezer work, but it's basically a war zone scene, so you really can't get it wrong. I then realized my debris looked like it was fresh off an Amazon truck, so I gave all the bits of black wash to dirty them up. Better black wash those railings too. And the rest of my stolen lost luggage. And it wouldn't be Fallout, at least not the TV series, without the star of the show, Lucy! So let's get her painted up. And glued into place, like she just took her first steps out of the relative safety of Vault 33 and into the wasteland for the very first time. There's even a miniature skull right at her feet. Alright, let's roll the beauty shots. Well, that was a fun mini build. Wait, it's a mini build of a mini? So mini build? Miniature build? Diorama shorts? No, shorts is already used. Diorama quickie? Ooh, that doesn't sound right. Well, whatever these are, I already have more ideas that I think I'll sprinkle in between my bigger and more complex diorama videos. Well, would you look at that? Fallout Season 2 just came out today!
I'm sorry, what?
Talk about timing! You'd think somebody planned that or something. Strange. Almost like somebody was trying to shoehorn their way into the impossible to work with algorithms that run our world. But don't worry, this channel isn't an algorithm chaser. Now, where was I? Oh yeah! New Vegas, here I come!